Hey everyone, Old School from whatthebuck.net coming to you live from One Buck Place. We just had the training camp practice, a members-only camp today. Great attendance, so it's funny. It's hot, middle of the week, but the stands were full. Great turnout on both sides, members and I guess Stadium Club and Luxury Box over here, so it was a great attendance. Energy level was good, and like I said, if I say hot 6 times, it's not enough. It was very, very hot today, but also the quarterbacks were hot. Today, yesterday we had a little bit of the sort of lapses it seemed on the quarterback position. Today I didn't notice the same thing. It'd be interesting to get the perspective of some of the other guys like Ren, who's doing his daily diaries, and Peter Report and Joe Bucs fan as well. But I thought that all the quarterbacks today looked pretty sharp. I thought the receivers looked sharp. But one of the things you saw me tweeting about was O.J. Howard. Now, it's no mistake or mystery that O.J. Howard is going to be a beast this year. But he was particularly beastly today. In fact, I think he may still be destroying people's souls right now. He was not... It was unstoppable on the field. It didn't matter who was covering him. Now, Mike Evans looked great. DeSean Jackson looked great. I didn't see the second tier, let's say, and I don't mean that in a pejorative way, but the Reedies, Martinos, and Huffs of the world didn't make enough of impact, or Bubba Wilson, who's continued, in my opinion, to sort of disappear a little bit once the pads came on. That 5th receiver spot is going to be an interesting challenge that preseason is going to have to determine. Defensively, I thought people looked good. There was good press on the defensive line. The linebackers looked very solid. Levante David always looks good, and we never talk about it because he just always looks good. Beckwith looked fine today. The secondary looked good. Brent Grimes, Vernon Hargraves. I want to tell the story about Vernon Hargraves today. He got a PI call because the refs were out here again, and that's great. I love having the refs out here. It definitely gives you a better feel for what's happening. He got called with PI on Mike Evans. Mike called for it. It looked like it could have gone either way, offensive or defensive. Vernon got the flag. He was not happy about it. He came back over about 4 plays later and talked with the coach about it for, I'd say, a solid 4 minutes, asking for an explanation about why he was called for the penalty. And that attention to detail is something you like to see, especially out of a second-year player. Understanding his craft, understanding what he's got to do in order to get better at his craft. The safety play continues to be shuffled, getting their burn in there with the ones, also mixing it up. James looked very good today, very accurate. He also made some very good decisions, throwing the ball away when the defense sniffed it out. That bubble screen that they keep trying to put in, and they're going to be successful with it. They've got the personnel for it, but our defense has seen it enough in practice that they're able to sniff it out every once in a while. Tried to run it towards the end of practice, and the defense sniffed it out. James threw it away. Move. Fitzpatrick probably had his best day today, but again, I think Ryan Griffin's outplaying him. Godwin had another stellar practice across the board. So nothing much to report on kicking that I paid attention to. It was a father-son day today, so I was paying a little attention to that. We're going to head out to Yeoman's and have some lunch, but it was a great day at camp, I thought, and the most important thing for me was seeing the recovery, and I know that may sound like too strong a word, and it is too strong a word, but a really good day, I think, for the quarterbacks across the board, specifically Jameis. And like I said, we all know that Howard's going to be a beast. Cam Brate had a great practice. I still don't think that there's enough from Eau Claire. He had a good catch late in the game, but there's no separation really with him. I think that other tight end position is going to be interesting, whether they end up with Stocker or Cook. The depth across the board is looking very good. Offensive line looking mean. There was one play, I wish I had gotten on video. I turned it off too early. It was a little slant pass, and Javian Elliott got caught up, and Donovan Smith ended up crushing him. And Javian's a tough kid, and he's been in there working and mixing up. He's not afraid of contact, but he went ahead and checked to the sideline because Donovan's a big... And Donovan looks like this gentle giant. Like, he gets up and helps him up, picks him up like he's a rag doll, and moves him over. But it was a great play, some good contact, and all in all, looking very forward to tomorrow's practice and finally getting a chance to see what HBO has done here. They've done a great job. They've been completely invisible. You guys know I'm not a fan of having hard knocks. If I were a coach, I wouldn't want it. Coach Cutter's done a great job. The staff has done a great job of letting it not be a distraction. But now we'll see if it will become one. I don't know what storylines they're going to put out on Hard Knocks. We'll find out tonight. So, linebacker from LSU, Beckwith looks great, looks as advertised, looks very healthy, fast. If he makes a mistake, he makes it fast, which is what you really want. Devontae Bond as well is having a quietly very good camp. I think when we get a chance to see them play in the preseason games, we're going to be able to make more judgments about what they can do. I really want to see how well this team tackles because we have not seen that yet. So going up against another team is going to be the critical piece. So I'll go ahead and post this up on YouTube. I'll get it up on the website as a podcast as well. We got a live show Thursday night at 9 p.m. We're joined by Luke Easterling. So we're going to have a good time with that. If you guys want to join, go to whatthebuck.net, click on Listen Live. You'll be there. Justin Evans had a good practice today. They're all starting to look like they have a little bit more confidence about what they're doing, and that's what you like to see. So at any rate, thanks for listening, and we'll see you on Twitter. Go Bucs.